Hi, I'm Bob, and welcome to Between the Sheets, where we look at Microsoft Excel and related technologies. Creating a running total is a common task, but it could get complicated. So Microsoft is introducing a function in Excel to streamline it, the scan function for both the Windows and Mac versions. Scan uses the Lambda function nested inside it. Now, we covered the Lambda function in a previous episode, but I'll do a quick review for you in a minute. The whole thing can get a little tricky and it isn't intuitive, but have no fear, I'll take you through it step by step. Also, you should know that as of this recording, the scan function is still in beta, so you might not have it available in your installation of Excel yet. If you don't, you'll probably have access to it in 2024. So let's take a look. Let's see how it works. In this worksheet, we have a list of orders, and you can see down column A, it's sorted by order number. We'll use the scan and Lambda functions to calculate a running total down this last column here. Yes, you can do this with a simple formula, but this new method is a spill function, so it automatically fills down the column without the need to manually autofill the formula down every time. Let's take a look at the syntax of both functions first. The syntax of the scan function is deceptively simple. The first argument is the value you're starting off with. In our example, it's going to be 0. The second argument is the array where we find the values, and that array is column H, the sale amount. The third argument is where the action takes place. That's the actual calculation. As I said a minute ago, we covered lambdas in a previous episode, so you can watch it if you want a more in-depth explanation. For this example, the first two arguments define the names of two variables. The names can be almost anything we want, just don't put a space or a punctuation in the name. The third argument is an equation that uses the variables. So basically, you're defining the variables first, and you're using them next. Okay, let's go do this. I'm going to scroll a little over here so that we have enough room to type. So I'm going to say equals scan. And notice I could just type in the first couple of letters, and I can see by the syntax helper that it appears there. When you type it in, if you don't see it there, it means you don't have access to the function yet. So I'll just tab into it. So the initial value, as I said a moment ago, is going to be 0, comma. So the array I want is down column H. I'm just going to select all the way down. I'm going to click the first cell there. In Windows, I'll press Control-Shift down arrow. On the Mac, Command-Shift down arrow. So that selects all the way to the bottom of that column. Let's go back up here, comma. Now I put in the Lambda function. So I'm going to type Lambda, and also when I type the first few letters, you see Lambda shows up. If it doesn't show up on your machine, then again, you don't have access to it yet. So I'll just tab into that. It opens up its own set of parentheses. So I need two variables. What is the initial value and what is going to be the current value? Because the scan function is going to scan down one row at a time. So I initialize it first, and then row by row, what is that value going to be? So you could call this anything you want, just don't put a space or punctuation or anything in the name. So I'm going to call this initial v, so that's the initial value, comma, and then the current value, I'm going to call it current v, comma. Now, what do I do with initial v and current v now that I have them? I'm just going to add them together. So that's what the Lambda formula is going to be. I'm going to say initial. Notice also when I type the first few letters, because I already defined it, it shows right up there. So I could continue typing, or I'll just hit the tab key, plus, and again, just type in the first few letters, and it recognizes, oh yeah, you have that variable called current v, you already defined it. So I will tab into that. Now I close the parenthesis for the Lambda function, and I close the outer parenthesis for the scan function. And I press enter. And look at that. It just automatically does the whole thing. And you could eyeball it to add it up, but let's do something else. I'm just going to go all the way down to the bottom. So the end of this running total, you see, is that number, 13,948. We could go and prove it. I'm just going to click here down to the bottom of column H. I'll just put in the sum function. So I'm on the Home tab, and I go and hit the AutoSum tool and enter, and there it is, 13,948. So that agrees, we know it works. So that really wasn't so bad, was it? This was just a simple example, but since Lambda lets you create any calculation you want, there are all sorts of things you can do, like creating a running average or standard deviation. If you create several of these columns, that's when you'll find it easier to assign a range name to the sale column. So until next time, my name is Bob, and this has been Between the Sheets.